Hey you guys, so I'm on my been in India for a month now. I think I'm currently in Kolkata, what used to be Calcutta, and I actually this is gonna be a really short video, but I actually finally had a bit of an epiphany. Hooray! After all this time, it's not one. It's not the kind of epiphany I was hoping for to get, but I did want to share it. And the epiphany is I don't know if you, for those of you guys who might have not been around that long, you might have not seen this video, but maybe a year ago or so I did this video because I got comments. I got, it wasn't even comments, it was like maybe like two people or what, something like that, who was saying that, you know, if I don't like if I don't like anything, then maybe I shouldn't travel. Or it seems like the only kind of travel I enjoy is when it's very bougie, in Europe where everything's clean and tidy, and I don't tend to like any of the poor nations, and I give them a lot of heat. But I'm always saying good things about first world nations and stuff like that. And that's something that like I already defended that a long time ago, but it's something that's been going through my head over and over and over and over again. And I kind of I kind of came to an epiphany why I think I have a harder time in poorer nations or poorer countries or than I do in richer countries. And I mean, a lot of it also has to do with poorer countries tend to be dirtier, and dirtier is just something really that's just a personal hang up of mine. But actually, what really came, and I've been thinking about, it, and I figured out what it is. It's that in poor countries, I am not invisible. And what I like most about traveling is when I can just like grab a coffee in the morning right after I like leave the hostel or hotel or couch surfing, whatever that I happen to be doing. Um, I grab a coffee and I start walking. And in countries that tend to have more wealth and tend to be used to tourists, I'm invisible. I'm just walking around. I can watch people. I can see how the day to day lives are happening, and nobody pays attention to me. And I like that. I like being invisible, which is I even said one of the struggles I have with YouTube, because now I've actually started to have people recognize me, and I don't really care for it. It's in one way I have like this need to share my message, and on the other side I still have this need to be anonymous, I guess, in the world. And in poorer countries that aren't used to seeing tourists, maybe not used to seeing Europeans, they you're kind of like a local celebrity. I'm assuming it's not just me. I'm assuming it's all tourists that this happens to, and you're the one who's being watched. So the roles are kind of reversed. In India, like I can't walk around in India and just disappear into the background. I'm the one that everybody is noticing. I'm the one that everybody's watching. People are coming up and they're asking me questions and they're wanting to take pictures with me, and a lot of times they ask for money. And I can understand where that's coming from, but I'm just saying I guess I think that's the main reason why I think I a lot of times have a harder time in poorer countries, because most Westerners don't go to countries like India or whatever, or Pakistan, or something like that, because it's just not it's because it isn't bougie enough. If you live in Europe or North America or something like that, and you spend your whole year working hard, then you want to go on a vacation somewhere where you're not going to be bothered and you're not going to be stared at. You're going to just go and you want to have a good, comfortable, enjoyable trip, or you know. So, yeah, it's kind of like I really had that kind of epiphany today because I was thinking, I was like, what what is it that, and it's kind of because it does exhaust me because I am some, like I said, I am somebody who likes my anonymity. I can't say that word in English. Sorry, anonymity. I don't know. Lately, I've been trying to use words I can't pronounce. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Yeah, and yeah. So yeah, I think that's really the issue. That's really I put like I said, I've been thinking about it, and I really think that is what it comes down to, is that in richer countries, I'm left alone. I just kind of walk around. I see the things I want to see. Nobody bothers me. Nobody talks to me. Nobody hassles me. You know, nobody's interested in me, and I like that feeling of just disappearing into the background. And in countries like Egypt or Jordan or India, or you know, it's kind of like it's very obvious I don't belong, and it's not seen that often. And then right away, there's that idea that this person is rich, and so you're just haggled and hassled and talked to and all the time, and it just gets very exhausting. And I think that is kind of part of what always makes makes it hard for me to leave or have a good impression of that country. Because if I look back on the day, then all I can remember is people like coming up to me and wanting pictures and wanting money and pushing me around and wanting here and come here and do this and stand over there and come with me, and you know, and then at the end of the day I'm just really exhausted. I'm just kind of like, so, hooray, an epiphany. Hopefully you guys are doing well, and talk to you soon.